Shalom, everyone. Shalom. I want to welcome everyone to King James Bible University Precept Mastery. And I hate to bother and really do this one spontaneous teaching, but sometimes it must, and things like this must happen. And the reason we have this picture up here, we're going to actually show the video, exactly why I do what I do and I say what I say, based on names. And this gentleman here, I'm not too for sure, but I know he was in here before. And I don't know, one of the moderators might have put my email in there, which I want them to keep doing it if people want my personal email. So I don't want them to stop doing that. But he sent me an email. But you see where I tell you, and I don't want to do something with everybody here, because this is really important to what I want them to do. And the same thing, I think my wife is over there, sitting over there on it also. And I want her to participate also. Don't be over there acting like you don't see or hear what I'm saying. So I want everybody to put in the chat why I say when you need to know what spiritual meanings are, it tells you everything. And his name that he goes under is Sha'ul Yisrael, which is both the last name is actually a Yiddish way of saying it. But I want you guys to tell me, what do name means? I want you to put that in the chat. What do name means? And you're going to find out why I'm saying what I'm saying. So I'm just going to wait to see what people put in there as we waiting. And yeah, everybody putting it plain as day. All right, sweetie, you ain't putting nothing in there. You should be the first one to put it in there. All right, if not, okay, let me check her. I gotta check her. Make sure she's not sleeping on me. Let me see. I'm checking. You know I'm only checking for one. Oh yes, my baby, she put it in there. Okay. So you see how this is plain as simple. It means a way. And I want you to understand that. So his name he goes under Sha'ul Yisrael. That's what he's going under. And that name is Deceptive. But he came in there once before, and I do believe he did ask for an email, and they probably provided it to him. But after yesterday's teaching at the elders table, he proceeded to send me an email. And I'm going to show you the email, is why this teaching is today, and why I'm going to explain things to you, and why I want to make sure it's a reprimand, it's a loving reprimand to everybody, but it's something I want to make sure that you really understand where I'm coming from. I'm really strict on this, so I need to make sure I be more aggressive with you guys, because I don't never ever want you to fall to this type of deception. So if you see where I might come off fussing or whatever else, take it all in love, because this is why I don't want you to get deceived based on what he did. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch over, and I'm going to show you the email. I copied it over from my email system, and I'm going to show you the email so everybody can see the email. And the email you'll see is over on the right side. And he has here, and I'm going to play the video for you on what he has here. It says, "Need your help, family." So again, he's saying family. Now his name is Marquette Barton. That's his name. But he's going under Sha'ul Yisrael, which is my the one who actually taught me how to properly precept and understand Paleo Hebrew. His name was Dr. Sha'ul. So I kind of took offense to it even when I seen that. That's why. So I'm letting people know. People probably figured that out already. So I took offense to it. But the main thing is he has, this is in the message, this is in the body of the message. It says, "My video petition, currently homeless. Please help by sending a donation of any amount to my Cash App." You have a PayPal. This Venmo, that's the first time I'm ever hearing it happen. You can send it to his Venmo, or you can send it to his Zelle. Now mind you, and then he has his video petitions, which I'm going to show you one of them. and why it's so important to make sure you understand something. So I'm gonna play his video. Okay, I want you to see it. So let me move his video. Let me get to his video real quick to where you can see that.
Shalom, family, Messiah Yeshua. This is your beloved brother Sha'ul Yisrael, coming back again with another Yahweh-inspired message, or rather, via petition. I'll be reading from the book of Tobit, starting at verse 12, or rather, chapter 12, and starting at verse 9. Tobit, chapter 12, and starting at verse 9. Again, Tobit, chapter 12, and starting at verse 9, and I read, For alms does deliver from death. For alms does deliver from death, and shall purge away all sin. Those that exercise alms in righteousness shall be filled with life. But they that sin are enemies to their own life. For the wages of sin is death. For sin is an motive and active of selflessness, selfishness. Again, sin is a motive and act of selfishness. Why? Because pride is the beginning of sin. So when one gives alms, they show forth the absence of self and a submission unto the heart and will of Yahweh. So family, hear it again. Tobit chapter 12 and starting at verse 9. For alms does deliver from death and shall purge away all sin. Those that exercise alms in righteousness shall be filled with life. But they that sin are enemies to their own life. I read that to say this. As I've often put forth, family, and so I put forth again, your beloved brother, your faithful minister in Messiah Yeshua, needs your help and support. Please be favorable and cooperative and express the heart and mercy and kindness of Yahweh by prayerfully considering sending a donation of any amount to either my Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle. We are one body in Messiah Yeshua. We are one family of Yahweh. So I need your help, family. I present this petition, this supplication, this intercession before the entire worldwide assembly of Yahweh, to the worldwide body of Messiah Yeshua. Be a help, be a support, faithful unto your beloved brother who have fallen on hard times and in adversity and difficulty. As you are able and enabled of our Yahweh, as often as you can and whenever you can, no matter how much you can send, please send a donation for the support and relief of your less fortunate brother. My links will be in the description of this radio petition. Most importantly, pray for your brother.
So, sweetie, He said you better send him some money. So again, I want you guys to understand something. Now I'm gonna do it again. I need to be a little bit more strict, and I'm gonna ask you guys to put it in the chat. What do arms mean? I want you to put that in the chat. What do it mean? Put it in the chat. People who've been over here with me, please don't make a mistake, because I'm gonna tell you, because this video actually has me upset. But okay, Brother Miller, he beat everybody in there. Yep. And my wife said, Brother Miller, you might be missing a sister. She keep being late. Okay, we good. This is what I'm talking about. Sister Fatima said, I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna make sure she's gonna be all right. She put in both. So okay. Exactly the point. Now I want you guys to understand something. This same guy, he put in here, and he used Tobit. So that's why I had the Bible up, because I want to go to Tobit. And as everybody putting in there what it means, you can clearly do that. But what I want to do, he went to Tobit, and if anybody heard and caught what he did, he's deceiving you hardcore. Because we're gonna go over here to Tobit. Actually, I'm gonna make the text larger because I can use it. Actually, it's as large as it can right now. Okay, so he's using this right here, and he's going down a little bit. But what I want you to pay attention to is how he's doing it and what he's doing. He set it up. He said, "Arms do is deliver you from death, and purge away sin. Those that exercise arms in righteousness shall be filled with life." He's using that against you. What he's saying is he wants you to send money. So if you send money, that money is going to deliver you from death. So you need to send him money. And if you hold on to that money, you have it. He's telling you, yeah, I can play it again if you want to hear it. That's going to get you in trouble if you hold the money and he's actually, because first he said he was a priest. And if you don't send him some money and you hold on to it, God going to get you for it. That's what he's holding you for. And he's holding you for what his name is. He's saying his name is Sha'ul Yisrael. Now, mind you, he showed up over here yesterday. I removed one of his comments. I believe Sister Venus removed the other one. But just to let you know how people will come in their channel surf to come in, and then I guess he figured, okay, this is one I can sit there, and you can see what he's saying right here. Now, the biggest thing is, one, if people is in dire need of help, they won't just do this. But this is where you see, I'm talking about not just Christians do it. You see, that's why he's saying particularly donate. You can go across any camp channel. Some of them won't say it because they got a lot of people speaking against it now. So what they do, you'll see donations sitting there. You'll see that button sitting there. They just won't say it. But then when you see it, you just click on it and you just give them something. Or they have that thanks button that YouTube has up now. They got a thanks button that they put there, and you can thank them by giving them a little piece of change. That's why you don't see that on our channels also. Because there's no reason for you to give us a piece of change for us telling you what is God's word. It doesn't make sense for you to pay us for it. But you can see he wants you to do something. He said he done fell on hard time, so you guys need to pick him up. Now, the same thing is we have a lot of people over here is going through the same thing. The identical thing. And the main thing is you look for, as I was showing you the scriptures earlier, what you look for is what it is. You pray for strength and wisdom to where you can be pulled out of that. And then you have family members and different people. Some people will extend help to you. But when you're doing it in this matter, in this form, this is the way on how he's doing it. Because he's saying he wants you to do this on a continuous basis. So what he's doing is he's using this video system. And I'm going to tell you, I'm gonna tear him down to show you, see exactly what's going on. But he's actually exploiting a religious symbol. Most people don't even know what that is. But he's exploiting a symbol. I'm gonna put this back up, and I'm gonna ask people in the chat again, can you tell me what that religious symbol is? And he's exploiting a religious symbol right now. I put it up there, and he's exploiting a religious symbol. Can you tell me what it is? And I'm gonna wait to see what people put in the chat. I'm gonna let a few of them fly by. But if you can tell me what it is, or you think what it is, what is this religious symbol that he's showing you right now? I had an image up right now, and I see, and I don't know where you see the Star of David at. I don't see that. I don't know where the Star of David came up from, but there ain't no Star of David there. No Star of David there. Okay, I like the answer. Not sure. I like the answer. No, not the beard. Yeah, not sure. Like the answer. Don't see the image. Okay, we will take care of that. Okay, not sure. Like the answer. No. So I'm telling you his name. That's the name he uses. I don't know. Not sure. Those answers, I don't know. I just learned what that means actually not too long ago. IDK, I never knew it, but that's the thing. Don't see an image. Okay. Can't really see. Okay, all fair enough. This, I'm glad even a lot of people, they saying they're not sure, because now you're going to see how you can never be fooled. This is, I'm glad, because rising from the grave image, dude, I don't know where you got that from. Rising from the grave image. I don't know where that came from. That's not it. I don't know. Okay. Not 100% sure. Fair enough. Not sure. Not sure is really, really good. Really good. I appreciate those. So, wait a minute, I hear my wife over there typing. I want to see what she gonna put. I want to see what she gonna put. She ain't hit send. See, she might want to hit send after I start talking. So I'm gonna wait. Can't see it. Well, if you can't see it, you gotta look at it. You can't see it. You gotta look at it. Either I can't see it, or you just can't see what I'm talking about. But the image is right there. It's right before you.
It's been hidden by your.
No, it's not being hidden by anything. Okay. See, she don't want to put in here. I don't know if y'all can hear her talking. She over here talking to me, but she don't want to put it in the chat. You know, that's how she want to do it. So I'm gonna let you know what it is. But I'm glad that everybody. Wait a minute, hold up. Elaine Price and Georgie, y'all dead on one of them. You're dead on it. Exactly the point. Sick bed, yeah, suffering. That's the key. That's the symbol. Y'all two are pretty sharp. Y'all two are pretty sharp. Playing see, you see my wife playing on the hearts of the. Well, yeah. I can accept that. I accept that. I accept that. That's my baby did that one, but I accept that. I accept that. Because what it is, it is playing on the hearts. So what he's doing, the image you see, he did two things. He gave you two images. One you can see, he's sick. That's the image he wants you to see. He's making sure you see that image. The second one, he told you he was homeless and he needed help. The next one, you have to think on. And he's not telling you how poor he is. So you see the image. The two sisters, they told you exactly what it was, and that's where he played on you, because he had to give you an image. Once he gave you that image, he can inject whatever he wants from that point. That's where he can get you. So he was exploiting the religious symbol. That's the language that he used. He's showing you sickness and he's showing you poorness. So when these individuals show you these things, now they can deceive you because you see the image. And most people, this is why you see, most of you guys will see know what I'm talking about. You see these infomercials where you see they showing you these kids in bad positions and this and that, and they need help, they need your money. They show you, they even get to animals. They show you these animals always in bad positions, they sickly and everything. First, they need to show you a religious image. Sickness. That's all they need. Once they get that, they got you. If you play into that, they have you. And that's why he's doing that. Because he wants you to see that image. He has to have you to see that image. Now, his video actually has that because I took it from his video. He actually had a video and he's laying in bed doing it. Then he shows you the hospital. I was showing this to my wife. Then he shows you around, glances around the hospital to show you he's in the hospital. Because he needs that image to sink into your hearts to show you he's sick. That's how he gets you. That's how he gets you. That's how he gets you caught up. This is the problem with a lot of people with that. And saying, with this one, can't believe it, I'd be more than happy to have you come in the back to where I can have you come on live to show you, because the main thing is we have people just like that can't believe it, are nothing more than Christian type fools. That's all they are. And you see this when people do this, and this is what they do. But the main thing is they rather have people like this to continue to deceive people. So they like that. And same thing, like I said, if they put in the chat and say they'll come on live, I will put them on live and show you how stupid they are. Because nowhere in the world, it's just like you letting people to deceive you from the truth. And this is what they'll do. But that same person that can't believe it, if they're willing to come on YouTube live, I will put them on there live right now, and they can say whatever they say, but they're going to stay behind the scene. I promise you that. They won't come on live. But the thing is, will you continue to let people deceive you? And my thing is, I'm not willing to let people deceive you. I'm not going to play this game with you. The same thing, this can't believe, what their name is, can't believe it. The same thing what they'll do. Now, this gentleman reached out to us. He reached out to me in the email. I'll show it to you right again. He reached out to me. And I'm going to show it to you. Same thing. Can't believe it. They believe this. He sent that email to me. Video petitioning me to give him some money. But then they'll sit there talking about that this video is a certain way. This is why I tell you, this is why so many people are deceived based on ignorance as that one person. Same reason why they're using can't believe it. Same reason why his name isn't what most people think it is. But people will hold on to something, but I'm waiting because I know they didn't hide him from the channel. But all they got to do is say, we'll go live with you. All they got to do is put that in there. I promise you, I will stop this video and make sure they can come on live. Because what we're not going to do is deal with that type of stuff. But what they're doing this to where they can profit from individuals. So they use these religious symbols and languages to deceive you and deceive others, thinking they're part of your community. That's why he's using the name. That's his way. His way, he's telling you, hey, I'm Sha'ul, but it's deceiving because that's not his name. So he's deceiving you from that way. That's how he's getting you. And then he's making you think he's part of this community. Then he's looking to seek financial profit using that appearance on what you just seen on his image. That's what he's doing. People like the can't believe it, those type of people will always be fooled. I don't even know why can't believe it is even here, to be honest. Just like I said, I'm not your real cool type pastor to where just let people be deceived and let them move on. No, I'm not going to let that happen. But I need to know also, let the people know that's over here, understand what is false and what is false doctrine, and how do people do it. I'm not here to play games. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here to be your daddy. I'm here to make sure you understand what you need to do to get into the kingdom of God. Not here to let people like this to be along the way to make you stumble. He's using Bible verses to fool you, telling you, I'll play it again, telling you when you give money, it'll save you from your sins. But you got to give him money because he wants your money. And then people won't get mad. Oh, I can't believe he... Wait, what did they say? I'm trying to sit there and see exactly what they said because I can actually look at this. 1 second. They say, you're a hypocrite who keep your comments board closed. No, my comment board... Is my comment board closed? Is my comment board... I'll tell you what. Let me help little dum dum real quick. See, because this is how I deal with people like that. The only comment board I keep closed is the prayer. That's it. Other than that, you can comment all over there. The problem is you want to make comments, and I'm offering you right now to come on live, and guess what? You've been a cricket ever since. You've been a cricket ever since. But everybody tell you, my comment board is not closed. But this is when you're dealing with ignorance. This is why you deal with ignorance. But then the main thing is what they do. They like to propagate false beliefs. This is something they do. They deliberately spread these false beliefs in names. This is why I'm always so against names. Camps love to do this. Camps love using that. You sit there and Deacon Q and them just ran into some guys and they told him their name was, he didn't even know he didn't know what their name was when they told it to him. He just said his name was Sergeant something. That's all Deacon Q got. Now, Deacon Q, the real name, yeah, that's just a short for Quentin. His middle name is Emmanuel. Both names are real, 100%. And he uses it. Sometimes you use Emmanuel, sometimes you use Deacon Quentin. Most times you call him Deacon Q because most of us end up cutting out, like what black people do, we'll cut off your whole name. Deacon Q. Boom. And he became Deacon Q. So when he say Deacon Emmanuel, I call him that by the full name. But some people call him Deacon E. Deacon Emmanuel. But is the name real? Yeah. His first name is Deacon Quentin. His middle name is Deacon Emmanuel. From what he told me, he's actually going to get rid of that first name. That's his prerogative. Is he doing anything wrong? No. But he's not deceiving you. That's the catch. So what this guy's doing, he's also he's using your emotional manipulation. Most people don't know what that is. He uses emotional manipulation. That's what my wife was actually saying. He playing on you. But it's the emotional manipulation. That's why you see that image like that. You have individuals have that belief, and what they're going to do, they're going to emotionally manipulate you. Most people might have never even heard that term that way. But they're going to emotionally manipulate you. That's what they do. And then they're going to use their poverty with shame. And what it'll do, it'll make you feel shameful if you walk away from that person. Did you know that? Do you know how many people, when you see a person in a real bad position, and it's hard for you to walk away from that person, you feel some type of guilt? He's using this. This came from your Creflo Dollars, your T.D. Jakes types. He's just using it on another level. He's just using it on a whole nother level. That's all he's doing. He's using this false cry, this false help, and he's playing on your guilt, using emotional manipulation. Then he's making false promises. Most people don't even know that he was making a false promise because he used the same thing. I'm gonna show you again. Same thing again. And we do have advice for him because I'm gonna give you some advice behind it. But I'm gonna show you the thing right here. See, we have another Israel. We got these weird things. See, we got these people with these false names. It cracks me up. But this has this one here. When you're looking at this, he's looking over here and he's saying arms do deliver from death. So he's using that, but he's using arms as money. And arms is not money. But people will tell you arms is money. That's what they're going to teach you. But it's telling you good deeds do deliver you from death. Do it? Yes. You do good. That's why it's telling you that. And this should purge away sins. When you do good to somebody, do that purge away sin? If you sitting there always want to do evil, yes, 100%. That's what it does. But he's telling you if you don't give him no money, you got a problem. So what do we do on this? He's targeting people. That's why he floated over here and he just floated over to the wrong place. He floated over here and he targeted. And he's looking for vulnerable people. And hoping that I will probably open it up or probably give something and probably open it up to some other people to where we can give money. Meaning that's targeting a vulnerable population of people on where we are over here. Some individuals that target these vulnerable populations. That's why you had that same person. You have people like that, they're not even, literally, I don't even want them here. Because I don't deal with that type of intelligence. Those intelligence is way below, I'm talking about baby levels. And I don't like to deal with that because they don't mind people doing that to other people. I do. I don't like people being deceived. I don't like being deceived, so why should I want someone else who I'm teaching be deceived? It doesn't make sense. And if I know how to make you aware, I'm going to make you aware. Why? Because I'm not here to be a popularity contest. I'm not here for that. I'm here just like Flavor Flav to tell you what time it is and showing you what he did. So when you look at this is why you see the sickness for prophets, for people who do. And he's telling you key things. He's poor and he's homeless. Letting you know he's experiencing a crisis to take advantage of your vulnerability. That's what he does. And he used a name, saying his name is Sha'ul. But his name is actually Marquette Barton. Interesting. Using the language just to get you to get over. That's why you use that. To get you to deliver something from something. So you have these scammers. They do this, and you have people where they do scamming different ways. They do scamming in fundraising. They do it in religious charities, but they're stealing money from the unsuspecting donor, claiming the funds will go to a good notable cause or something of that sort. And then they misusing the text of God, as he did. He twisted, manipulate the text to justify their action, using the religious text to support their violence and discrimination against people. Hypocrisy. Yes, 100%. He's saying he's in need of money, but he has all those avenues. All those avenues to get money. So he took the time to make sure he has a YouTube channel and everything else. But me and my wife, we was talking about this, and we do have a recommendation for people like this. And I want to show it to you in its entirety. It's about I think it's 4 minutes. And I want to let them know the same as what is her name? What was her name? Can't believe it. Yeah, can't believe. I got a recommendation where you guys can actually send this to them, because if anybody want to answer on how to take care of this and how we can help them and how we can help him get a hold to the funds he need, unlimited funds. This is something I'm going to share with him as I share with others. So what I want him to do is understand exactly what this is all about. This video is about 4 minutes, and I want you guys to look at this in its entirety. So anyone who's over here who we don't know, and you looking to get money, and you need money, you're in need of money, you need help for money, this and that, Yeah, I'm talking about, sweetie, they can go what? They can go up to $300,000, can't they? Yeah, they can get you to where if you need up to $400,000, I'm gonna show you how to get it. Cause I'm gonna use the same religious way that they use it. So I'm gonna let you look at the video, and this is for them, and for him, and for Can't Believe It. So let me play this and get out you guys' way 1 second.
My bills is paid and I got money to spare. I am now a real estate investor. I have started a jewelry business on eBay. Amen. I am on my way to my multi-million-dollar potential. I don't have a job. I didn't even finish school, but God gave me a house and 2 brand new cars.
God gave me a home, a job, money overflowing.
God blessed me with a beauty salon. Everything was paid for. I didn't have to pay 1 cent for none of my supplies, none of my chairs, the building, or anything. It was given to me by practically total strangers.
You sent me a letter that said I was going to get about almost $12,000, and I found a bank account that I didn't even know I had that had almost $12,000 in it. So.
And in my closet, I found $150,000, $25,000, and $483,000 was in the bank.
Jesus was the original debt canceller.
$25,000 supernatural debt cancellation.
But I was cracked out on crack cocaine. Now I'm cracked out on Jesus.
And he sent me the miracle spring water, and he said that I would get a big lump sum of money, and I did.
How much was that lump sum of money?
$25,000.
Is that an amount you can get excited about?
Yes.
He bought a house for $3,000, and it was destroyed during the hurricane, right? And he didn't have insurance. Now, he didn't get $3,000 back. How much did you get back?
I got $98,000 back. Then I got another check for $40,000, and then I had another check for $2,000. Then I had another check for $2,300. Then I got another check for $26,000. And they put the house back together.
I started out with $1,700. I came back, I got $20,000. And the day I got $18,800 and some odd dollars. So I know Jesus is real.
Supernatural is in that miracle spring water. Money started coming to me strangely. I canceled out an account, and they wrote me at the bank. I went to argue with the lady that said, I'll close this account out. She said, no, it's $3,000 in there. And supernaturally, it was done. I went to argue with the lady that said, I'll close this account out. I went to argue with the lady that said,
He's fighting the devil. He's fighting the devil. Look at that. Hallelujah. Woo! Oh, glory to God. He got shot.
God's debt-canceling power is going to flow out over the airwaves to you.
With this miracle spring water.
I was on drugs for over 20 years on cocaine and heroin. And when I took the miracle spring water, I got saved.
Look at that man go! Woo! Man!
Oh, I'll tell you, Jesus made you dance like that.
Yeah! Yes!
Most of the time, God lets me tell them exactly what they're going to win and when they're going to win it, and they're shocked, and we're rejoicing.
How long? You had 4 brain tumors?
I had 4 brain surgeries, and the proof is right here in the back of my head. I stayed in the hospital for 8 months. When I came home, 2 weeks later, my husband was killed. His family wrote the military and told the military I was dead, took all my money. I just got a warrants letter for $390,000.
$390,000.
What's the pay now? With that to hell, we belong. I just believe you can walk. I'll tell you, I just felt that pain leave. Amen?
Yes.
Right now, devil, back off. Back off of our brother. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus, let the bondage be broken. Well, what happened to the pain?
Yeah.
All my bills is paid.
So, you guys see. When you see and you're dealing with stuff like that. You can see the main basis of all that he does is hope, but the main purpose is money. Same as they doing. So now, and he's giving out this little bitty thing of miracle spring water, and people telling you all this kind of, they get all this kind of crazy money. So the only thing I can recommend to him is go get that spring water. Because people say they get all this money. They drink, I don't know if they drink it or spring it, whatever they do with it, they get money. They get the thing, they get all the money. So this is why I say people like to play with Christ. People like to play with the Word of God. And this is what they're doing. The same as he's doing. He decided to put on a YouTube platform and chase money and telling you he needs help, and then found that verse in the Bible telling you that arms deliver you from that, and then he going to put the threat there to you. You need to give some money if you want to be saved. So this is the best thing that people need to see and understand. Because do people really have in need? Yeah, you have people out there that really be in need. But when you see them, they petitioning in this matter, I tell you what, you'll see it's a place right not too far from me and my wife's house, and it's a shopping area. You come out of there. This lady, she's been out there like clockwork in this city, like clockwork. She's out there and she got a sign. She got a sign, she got 3 kids, and she need help. She used to have the kids sit out there, and she had that sign up every day that she need help. Now, I do know that our state, we pay taxes. Well, y'all pay taxes. But the main thing is we have to look at it a certain way. With those taxes, it takes care of a lot of stuff that it can do for them, to where it'd make up subsidies and everything else for them. So the point is, why is she standing out there if she can be helped? One time she had her husband out there. So why is they there? The same as I told my wife, this some years back, and I was at UCLA hospital visiting someone, and when I left there, I went there just to go across the street because I had to get something from CVS. It was a guy out there in a wheelchair asking for money. One of us asking for money. Didn't give him anything. He was a heavyset guy, but didn't give him nothing. So then, it was about a week later, I was at the Gospel Grammys. So I'm at the Gospel Grammys, and I'm in the back where the artist is moving around. This same identical guy had on the suit. He's walking, not in a wheelchair. But he seen me, and he hurry up. He turned around and tried to dart off the other way, and I'm looking, and it's the same guy. But his hustle, it's the same thing. But why he's in the back where we are? But people will use these things, and they show them all the time. They used to show them where you had people where they stand on the corners asking for money, and then they might go walk a half a mile or somewhere else, and next thing you know, they get to their car, they take off those clothes that they have on, and they be getting in these either luxurious cars, or they get into an expensive type car, and they drive off. You see these people do this, but the same thing is, you can see this deception that is prevalent before you. The thing is, and this is another problem what we have with people, the same thing I would sit there and tell anyone. You get in certain areas, especially in black, I gotta say it, just in black areas, one of my biggest problems is you go to other areas and talk about how nice the neighborhood is, how well this is, how well that, oh man, it's clean, it's nice. And then you go into our dominant areas. And in our own dominant areas, it's trash everywhere, dirty. Why? Why is it like that? We won't cut our own grass. We like it to look shady. When trash is in the curb, you won't pick it up. You throw trash even out there. Crime can happen. Mum's the word, because you don't want nothing to happen to you. When nothing's going to happen, but the main thing is you keep mum's the word. So now when someone is shot or hurt, you just stay quiet. You don't say anything. But now you can go into those same neighborhoods that you went into that you want to be in. You walk down the street the wrong way. See where they not call in on you. Some of them even come outside. And him, I seen him. They'll come outside and tell it. Why? You gonna go back over there and do something? No. They're not here to play games with you. But we is the fastest ones to sit there to let things happen and shut up and won't say nothing and know who did what and what happened. But we won't say nothing because we just want to just let everything smooth over. We good for doing this. Then the same thing is when you see shadiness, the same thing is this one person can put it in there talking about that is wrong. Really, that's interesting. That's interesting. I tell you what, let him go in the wrong neighborhood, pulling the same thing. They're going to make sure it's known. Don't you give him a dime. Don't give him a dime. But we're some of the most gullible people in this world. Letting people, they'll play on your emotions, they'll play on anything, and then as soon as someone speak up, they have an issue with, oh, why are you going to speak against it? Why are you going to speak about this? Do you know how many people have a problem? When I first came over here to YouTube side, because I was on live stream at first. I came on YouTube side. It was about a year later. This lady, she sent me an email. She sat there and said she was behind on her rent. Now, mind you, we don't take up anything. She behind on her rent. Her rent is $1,600. And then responded back again, oh, and I forgot, I need $400 for my electricity. Oh, okay, I don't know who you're talking to. This is how cocky people is, because they think you are this religious entity to where you can do it. And the easy place to go to your Creflo Dollars. Go to your TD Jakes. These are the ones that take up funds, and those funds are supposed to be available for you. But you won't. But as soon as we sit there and say something about it, all of a sudden you have a problem with us. You have a problem with me. So that's why I tell her, this channel goes up and down. Find one. I'm not going to sit here and let this, because he's not my brother. He's a heretic. He's sitting there trying to find ways to misuse people. And I'm not having it. So I show people this and people have a problem with it. But the main thing is, don't ever let anyone get over on you. This is why when they use these names, they disguise these with these crazy names and you don't know who they are. The names mean a way. So if he's telling you his name is Sha'ul Yisrael, and it was deceiving, so you know his way is deceiving. That's a deceiving way. You have other people in there, they'll have their names, all kinds of names. But when you have names that's really blunt to where you know it's something, based on the activity, people already know it's pretty much not it. But people put names in there and even come in the back area and they want to use names. Same thing I just tell people right now. You can go to almost any camp. You'll never know these people's name because they're going to tell you every other name but that name. Why? Because they're deceiving. they deceive you of the truth. So if they deceive you even with their name, you don't think they will deceive you according to Bible? So hopefully you guys understand what's going on and understand when you see a deceiver. People will use those names. They're going to use biblical names to pull you in because they're going to make you believe that you part. That's why he keeps saying their family, your brother. Why do you think he's using that? Why do you think he's using that type of terminology? He's not stupid. Family, your brother. I'm a priest. I'm down. Actually, I want to play that first part again. I want y'all to see that. I don't think y'all understood that good enough. But I'm going to play that again, just so you can hear the beginning of it where he talks about this. So give me 1 second before we go off.
My bills is paid and I got money to spare.
Be merciful and be compassionate unto your blood brother. Shalom, family, Messiah Yeshua. This is your blood brother Sha'ul Yisrael, coming back again with another Yahweh-inspired message, or rather, via petition. I'll be reading from the book of Tobit, starting at verse 12, or rather chapter 12, and starting at verse 9. Tobit chapter 12 and starting at verse 9. Again, Tobit chapter 12 and starting at verse 9, and I read, For alms does deliver from death. For alms does deliver from death, and shall purge away all sin. Those that exercise alms in righteousness shall be filled with life. But they that sin are enemies to their own life. For the wages of sin is death. For sin is an motive and heart active of selfishness. Again, sin is a motive and act of selfishness. Why? Because pride is the beginning of sin. So when one gives alms, they show forth the absence of self and a submission unto the heart and will of Yahweh. So family, hear it again. Tobit chapter 12 and starting at verse 9. For alms does deliver from death and shall purge away all sin. Those that exercise alms in righteousness shall be filled with life. But they that sin are enemies to their own life. I read that to say this. As I've often put forth, family, and so I put forth again, your beloved brother, your faithful minister in Messiah Yeshua, needs your help and support. Please be favorable and cooperative and express the heart and mercy and kindness of Yahweh by prayerfully considering sending a donation of any amount to either my Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle.
Do I need to say? Wait a second. Do I need to say more on that? See, this is what people, when you listen to it, he's telling you right up front. He wants you to be. It's just like how bank robbers go into the, well, I say in movies. That's what they say. They want your cooperation. He's telling you, he's robbing you up front. He just wants you to be cooperative and send money and don't sin. But the main thing is, he has this is on YouTube, on his channel. And you have people have a problem with it. You had that one person, I can't believe he, really, that's interesting. That's highly interesting. But I just want people to see, don't never fall for this. Don't fall for this. Had this, well, have you ever given people? Yeah, I would give people money. I do it all the time. We sit there and see them. And majority of the ones I give money, they didn't even ask me for it. See them on the street, walking, they speaking, they homeless, not asking for a dime. But the thing is, you can be led many times. But as this one, he's deceiving you. So hopefully, you guys understand what the truth is. You guys understand, don't ever get caught up with a whole lot of crazy information, with people using symbols. And so now we know what a symbol is. That symbol is that image, and that's the image he wanted you to see. So with that one, I'm not going to hold it up. And I'm trying to sit there and see. Did anybody have any questions based on this or anything? If not, I'm just going to go head out. But I was just trying to make sure people understood exactly what was happening. And if you give to stuff like that, you literally getting got. The same as people give to these animal shelters. The same as PETA. PETA don't even have a dog shelter, and they want people to give $19 a month to a dog shelter that they don't even have. I really don't know what to say on that. So let me see. I'm just looking. So the same thing is, people can say, what it is. I'm cool with it either way, because I'm just a messenger delivering you a message. So if they have a problem with it, okay, then that's something they need to go take up with God, because nowhere in the world, one, he can sit there and speak that he needs money, this and that, but he reached out to the wrong person. When he reached out to me, I'm just making it known. If he can watch it, he'll see I'm talking directly to him. But don't send me no emails asking me to send him some money, because he's using that, and he's using this under falsity. So with that, I see that nobody's no questions. So with that, we're going to end it here, and I still say until next time. To each and every person, shalom.